Going on YouTube. Um, so I'm about to try something different because y'all wouldn't y'all wouldn't believe this, man. Or some of y'all probably would. Some of y'all probably would. But um I read this article, the notification came up on my timeline, and I just had to see what it was about. I had to check it out, man, because when I was reading it, I actually thought that it was another the way that the title looked. I thought that we was actually talking about another episode or another movie of God's Not Dead. I thought they was going to be making a God's Not Dead 3 or something like that, but um it's it's crazy, man. I told myself that I was going to leave religion alone for a while, but religion keeps finding its way back to me. And it's not something that I want to deal with. It's something that I don't want to deal with because of personal issues, or for personal reasons. You know, behind off of the camera, I'm doing a lot of studying, a lot of researching. For my books, the main book that I'm focusing on right now is the metaphysics of demonology. You know, that's the main one that I'm focusing on, mainly because it's the only one that I have the most uh, information for. I have a lot of books for it. And I want to be able to explain certain things to my religious brothers and sisters. But this entire channel was basically made for uh political purposes. So yeah, I mean, when I read it, I felt like I had to address it because in this particular case, we're dealing with um we're dealing with someone who is not black. Neither one of the people involved in this situation are black. Both of these are actually both are racist white supremacists, in my opinion. But one of the one who is viewed as the lesser is the minority in this situation. Um, Anybody who follows me knows how I feel about the white skinned versions of indigenous peoples. Mexicans, the white skinned version of them, privilege. Um, Japanese, Chinese, Orientals, the white skinned versions of them, privilege. And in this case, a white skinned Muslim, the indigenous people of that place are as black as we are. Okay? This woman here, in this particular case, privilege denied. So, getting right into this story, man. I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the description box. So, yeah. Over the past few weeks, Rollins College has been victimized by unfair reporting in certain sectors of the conservative media. And now, check this out. I don't know if you all really just paid attention to when Donald Trump said his campaign slogan was "Make America Great Again," and the whole "Make America Great Again" concept. A lot of people were speculating on what it meant, but when you look at a lot of the things that Donald Trump is doing while he's in office, everything that he's doing revolves around not the conservative ideology that we are used to, as far as politics is concerned, but religious conservative ideology. Okay. Um so when Donald Trump said make America great again, he was saying to bring America, in my opinion, to bring America back to her original um uh conservative religious uh ideology. Okay. And remember that in this particular case, laws were being made based on religious or conservative religious ideologies. Um, we think the record needs to be set straight because we believe in Rollins, and more important, we cherish the values of fair and open discussion. The problem with much of this unfair reporting is that it implies that a student can be suspended at Rollins for disagreeing with a professor over the interpretation of religious texts. But this is false. And I can tell you why this is false. Um when it comes to religion and religious behavior, religious psychology, one of the main people that I listen to is a professor by the name of Bart Ehrman. And Bart Ehrman, not only does he debate his intellectual counterparts, but he also debates his students, or he puts his students in a position to prove what they believe. Okay. Also, he's an agnostic, and being an agnostic with a room full of Christian students, one would think that that would be hard for a professor, but he actually pulls it off, and his students, they understand where he comes from. Okay. Now, an agnostic would be the same thing as an atheist, a person who really doesn't believe in God, but an agnostic will say, I don't know if there's a God. Okay. Um but he deals with it, and I'm pretty sure he's not the only one that deals with or the students themselves in his class. They I'm a read, man. Yeah, but this is false. As retired professors who have spent many hours in the classroom and in discussions with students and faculty colleagues at Rollins, we can affirm that academic disagreements are never grounds for the suspension of any student, nor was the student in question, Marshall Polston, suspended for an academic or religious disagreement with the Middle Eastern humanities professor Areej Zufari. As Rollins president Grant Cornwell emphasized, such a disagreement would never, ever, ever result in suspension of a student. Going back to those students of Bart Ehrman, they already know that when discussing religious ideology, there's going to be some kind of friction. And even if it was friction that we don't know about, it why would you suspend somebody for that? See, and then going to the Christians who are worshiping this boy like he's like he's their savior, that he was a martyr for Christian dogmatic ideology, is ignorant on the Christian's part, because there is no way, there is no way that that a school would suspend a student, especially in college, for having a verbal disagreement with their professor. It doesn't happen. Okay, check this out. For those who have not followed the drama, here are the facts. Polston and Zufari clashed in class. Polston received a failing grade on his paper for Zufari. Another Rollins faculty member regraded Polston's essay and found Zufari's grade of 52% to be appropriate. Polston claims his temporary suspension was due to conflicts with Zufari, but Cornwell was affirmed that it was due to vulgar and mean-spirited comments on a Facebook message to a female student. I wonder if they still have it. I wonder if they still have it up. I'm gonna have to check that out. Make an update video. Um, Rollins administration's investigative investigation revealed no wrongdoing on the part of Zufari. What is little known by the public is that the Family Education's Right and Privacy Act prohibits a school from revealing information about a student that is not already in the public record, even to defend itself against false claims. Wow. So Christians could have a field day with this one. Um, some people may have mistaken Rollins's uh, muted response to Poston's case as due to compatibility rather than legal constraints. Um, in the meantime, as reported by the Orlando Sentinel, Cornwell and other Rollins officials had received 10,000 emails, many of which are filled with hatred and violent imagery. This deluge of vitriol is due to the misleading reports that have spiraled into the blog sphere. Reports that falsely claim that Poston was suspended for religious disagreement. And anybody that I mean, is it's all in a nutshell, man. I mean, we I can't re-emphasize the amount of common sense that needs to be used. I mean, it's not much. It's not much common sense that could be that has to be used in order to understand what's going on in this story, man. You know, but Poston, in fact, had run into difficulties at his previous school, the University of Florida. Oh, check this out. This some good shit. Where he was accused of stalking and entering another student's room against her wishes. The Alligator, the unofficial UF student newspaper, discussed this incident in the article. Suspended Rollins student was accused of stalking while at UF. Are you serious? The article noted that the female student had transferred from UF and was afraid to talk about the incident, her only comment being, "He's not the hero people want to think he is." That's case closed. That's case closed. You know what I'm saying? Like you already got a track record. I mean, like, ain't this the shit that they do to black people? Like, whenever we have, something on our record, that's enough to hang us, right? We could do the same thing in this boy's case. Um, Poston is certainly capable of making some people uncomfortable. On March 9th, he sent an email to Zufari upon learning about his low grade and wrote in part, It's very clear you have obviously no idea what you're talking about. You may have a college degree, but you belong in a reform school. Come, why is Christians backing this boy? He concludes with, I hope we don't have to escalate this issue and you will stop this crusade against me. This is somebody with a psychological issue. I would really hate to get in contact with some national media personalities that I'm good friends with, but I'm going to have to take it there or pursue legal options if you don't stop your harassment towards me. Kind of shit is this? Check this out. Now, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Keep reading this, man. Um, it is apparently Polston's carrying through with this threat that led to the unfair reporting that has threatened the good name of Rollins College. Furthermore, the hostility that this falsely reported case has generated has also led Zufari to give up her teaching position at Rollins. So not only did this dude run off a a fellow classmate at the University of Florida, but he done also ran off a teacher. I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but we're dealing now. This is a sociopath. I think that's the word that would be used here, sociopath. If y'all don't mind, I'm about to look it up on my phone here. Let's see. A person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior. So now he done saved himself from that one. He's not a sociopath, okay, but he's most definitely he is most definitely a mental case, okay, and most definitely uh and he is most definitely projecting the uh the white privilege that has been granted him. Everything that he said that he was going to do in the email that he sent his teacher came to fruition. Everything that he said in that email came to fruition. Okay. Um Now, where are we? Let's see. It is unfortunate that a good professor can be so intimidated and a fine college can have its name sullied simply by the propagation of fake news in service to a political agenda. And that's exactly what this is all about, man. This is exactly what this is all about. Check this out now. At the same time that there's an issue at this college concerning a Muslim concerning a Muslim and a Caucasoid, you have a Negro, I forget where it's at. Um you have a Negro who kills three white people and he himself is a Muslim. And who is Trump's biggest beef with? It's nothing hard to think about. The whole affair is chilling enough to remind us of darker days in American history. Um, so yeah, that's it for that one. But you guys see, you were able to see it for yourself. Um, you were able to read along with me. So I guess I don't have to put the article itself in the description box, but I will put the link there. Just in case you guys want to pull it up, print it out, or whatever. But it's it's a lot of shit going on. Just in this month alone, man. April has been a real fucked up month. A lot of deaths, more deaths than you know than I'm used to. As far as seeing on social media or media, period. But this situation right here, my question is not just to Christians, but to conservative thinking, uh, Christian dogma holding white people. This video is for y'all, and I just want to know, man, why didn't y'all look into this dude, man? Y'all was quick to worship him as though he had he had won some great um or defeated some great and giant feat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now after finding out this information, and these people, they have to have their information. Okay, they have to have their information on point. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be difficult to call University of Florida and get the information on that. It's nothing to get the emails and the IP address from the emails that he sent. It's nothing to get that stuff, man. This dude ran off, and this is what you. Oh man, why did my mind have to go there? I'm about to make that video public. I made a video talking about misogyny. That this is what you call misogyny and misogynistic. That was matter of fact, the very conversation that made me just be like, fuck it, I'm putting content on my channel, was a debate that I had with a white woman concerning the bill that I'm gonna call it a bill that Donald Trump had signed, or that he had signed or whatever, about abortion. And I was actually humble in it, man. I said something along the lines of women should. Uh, you can go and see my video on a philosophical understanding of abortion. It was one of the very like few videos that I had uploaded. And in the description box, I addressed every single last one of them that I had a problem with. Under the and it was a video that Democracy Now had did. If you want to go there and find that or whatever. But this right here is the best case of overstanding and understanding misogyny. This dude, think about it now, and these is probably the only two that we know about. There have probably been countless other females that this dude has spewed hatred towards. I mean, come on, man. This ain't this boy's first walk in the park. And man, I can't think of the word that you call it when you're able to manipulate people with the greatest of ease. But this dude has been able to manipulate people with the greatest of ease. I mean, he got all the Christians, all of them, thinking that he's some hero. But in reality, he's this misogynistic asshole who preys on women. His beef with the professor, didn't get a last name. I can't remember her last name. Zufari. His beef wasn't about the grade that he made on that paper. Probably was in part. But what I think, oh man, this, you know what, I'm not gonna even say it. I'm not gonna say it. But this dude, he has a mental issue. And you think that this one is made public, I bet you, I bet you, if not a month from now, a year from now, or years from now, this boy's name is gonna come back up again. His name is gonna come back up, and he's gonna be going to court. Oh shit. But I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think, man, of the video. I'm trying this new app on my phone, man, and so I can give you guys some better videos, because I know y'all don't want to be staring at one picture through the entire video. But yeah, man, leave a comment, leave a like, check out the content on the channel, man, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.